Good morning, USA! What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of HP Fishing, short for high point fishing, which means nothing to you guys unless you read my description. Go read that. Just got done fishing here out at the canal and the little cove off a long lake going into the river where we always try to go. And it was bad today. It's not that hot. It's only about 76 to 78 degrees. Sunny. Very, very few clouds in the sky. I thought it was going to be pretty good today. Got a new frog to replace the one that I lost. And I got some new braid. And I was all excited to come out here today and nothing. So, we'll probably continue this later. Which should be now. Good morning, guys. It is about 7:30 in the morning on Monday. And yesterday I had some footage of Dalton and I out at the dock in the canal. It didn't go so good yesterday, but this morning I decided to wake up and get out to Alder. And I'm actually going to try a frog, which I've never had much luck with out here, but I've never come out here this early in the morning in a long time. So I'm hoping maybe because the weather cooled down a little bit, the water temperature cooled down a little bit, maybe they'll be on the top water a little bit better. And if not, I'll go ahead and switch over to something, and I'll let you guys know what that is when I do it. So I'll see you guys there now. So I got my topwater frog. I'm using one of the larger size live target frogs, and I did trim the skirts so they were even with this front lip of the frog here. Now you don't want to go to the eyelet, but you want to go right up to that front lip. Any type of frog is going to work. Whenever you're using a frog, it doesn't matter really the company, as long as the plastic, let me see if I can show you guys. As long as the plastic of it is very, very, very durable, and as long as it has nice sticky hooks. What you're basically looking for is a white to yellow bottom for the body. The top color doesn't really matter because the fish should not be seeing that. But outside of that, as long as you have that lighter color bottom, or if it's overcast and you really want to cast a frog out, use a really dark bottom, like just a black frog or something. Just bomb it out there. Let it sit until a lot of the ripples have a chance to dissipate. And if you're on algae, you can do a few different things. You can either just pop the end of your pop the end of your rod up a bunch. It's almost like you're working back a jig. You just vibrate it back. If you're over clear water, you can actually start going back and forth. See if I can get you guys to see that. Just very, very lightly. And just pop the end of your rod, just really, really lightly. That walks it, almost like you would a spook. And then again, once you're in a bunch of algae in a cover, if they're not hitting when you're just popping it, you can actually just burn it in. And what that's going to do is entice a reaction strike. Most of the time, the fish will not actually hit it when you're burning it in, but it will at least give you an idea of where the fish are at. A lot of times what I'll do is once I pop it, I'll pop it up through the algae when it's on top, and then as soon as I get to clear water, I'll stop for a second, twitch it a few times, let it sit until the ripples dissipate, and then I'll just walk it through that clear area. And then as soon as I get up to another algae spot or a weed bed, I'll just stop it right over it, just right at the end of it, and just vibrate it, almost like you're shaking a shaky head or a crawl. You just shake the end of it. And that'll actually work the frog really slowly up through that algae. Really slowly. As soon as you get to the end of it, stop. Let those ripples dissipate. If you have any room to walk it after that, go ahead and walk it a little bit. That'll imitate like an injured frog. It'll imitate a bird. And it could actually imitate like a bluegill or any type of bait fish splashing around on the top, trying to avoid being eaten. Once you're back up to the algae, again, same thing. I just like popping it back, just really quickly. If it's thin enough algae, let's see if this is. Now it's pretty hard to walk through this particular algae, but sometimes if it's just really thin topical algae, I can actually go ahead and just do that spook action, just walking it all the way back through that algae, but it's pretty hard unless you have a perfect type of algae. Every now and then, you can either go up to hop it, but I find that actually tips your frog upside down and makes it go nose first, which gets the front of it covered in algae. So I like to do a pop down, and that it imitates a frog jumping, but it almost skips it across the water, keeps it fairly level, keeps that frog clean, and you get better strikes with that, I found. Oh shit. Guys, frogfish. Right there, guys. Dude, chill. Right there's a frogfish, guys. First one I've ever caught out here. Got him that time. Oh, he's a big guy. Look at that. Double hook set right in the top. Pops right out. That's what you want, guys, right there. Let that guy go. Alright, on that note, I'm going to end the video here. Overall, caught 2 fish. Both pretty good size for this pond. The second one was definitely bigger than the first one, I think, if I remember correctly. I'll have to go back and review the footage when I get home, but I have to run to the bank, and I have to go get a haircut because I'm getting really shaggy back in here, but up top I still got nothing. Yeah, I'm going to be back out tomorrow, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.